I always say, and my wife knows, that I am a lot more agreeable the morning after. you put
I can get a lot more out of you.
If you put it on me, you want to do what today? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that. No problem.
You'd be like, babe, whatever you want. It's whatever you want. Babe.
I had this plan, but I can cancel it. You know, you did a great job last night.
Or you wake up and you be like, hey, babe, what do you need today?
What you need?
What do you want?
I'm telling you.
What do you want? And I'd be like,
when you put it
know.
when you put it on me, it motivates me to be a better husband.
And welcome back to another episode of Life After I Do podcast with Nisha GMO Lethal. It is Wednesday again. If you have made it to another Wednesday, bless you.
So excited.
So excited. So excited. I heard something on TikTok. It was a creator. I forget his name, but he's a pretty big creator on TikTok too. And he was said he was talking to his friend, and he asked his friend, like, how's your day or whatever, and his friend was like, oh, it's a great day. He was like, every day is a great day. And he looked at his friend and he was like, every day is not a great day. And he was like, no, try missing one.
Right.
And he was like, that just put everything into perspective for me. He said, every day is not a great day. Try missing one.
Don't miss the day. Just miss work.
No, just try missing the day.
No, just miss work. Don't miss the day.
Yeah, no.
Just miss
but
work.
You know what the message was in it.
I know.
Like,
be grateful you have it.
Yeah, he was like, you can try missing one and see how that works out for you. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. So if you made it back here again and you woke up this morning and you're listening to our podcast and you've decided to join us today, you are blessed. And today is a great day. Have the day you deserve.
Well, let me switch places with Bill Gates. Hey, Booskies.
I wouldn't want to switch
No, I just want the money. Hey, Booskies.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going. How's your week?
My week is...
We don't really want like a 15-minute weekly crap because you seem to always be long-winded. We need the cliff notes. Because people come here for the meat and potatoes.
What's the meat and potatoes?
The episode.
My week is part of the episode.
No, your week is the appetizer, and sometimes it don't be.
And a lot of people like.
You know,
are you trying to say my life isn't interesting?
Sometimes
that's a low blow coming from somebody like you.
First of all, I don't want an interesting life.
You don't?
No,
that's sad.
I like
that is sad.
I like routine.
That don't mean it can't be interesting.
I mean, I have you. It's always interesting. I'm just saying we want the cliff notes because you know I've been told you like to ramble, and I told myself that.
Wow, I just feel like you're just a hater of me. That's all. Like you're my biggest supporter, but you're also my biggest hater. To keep me on my toes. Like
I have to keep you humble.
Yeah. Like, okay, so for instance, the way you spoke to me last night in the gym, although I can understand you were being motivating and you were like trying to push me
I had to talk to you that
get
way.
to like, to really push through my set. I get it. But so, I had some heads turned like, ooh.
I had to talk to you.
He's laying in on her.
I had to because you were sitting there, you acting like a little weak bee.
First of all, I was not acting like a weak bee.
And I said, what you not going to do in this house, when you carry this last name, you going to push.
And I did push.
We don't quit.
I didn't quit.
So I had to tell you.
So anyway,
tell the people what I said.
I was on the leg extension machine and I was doing my leg extensions. What was it? 170 or something like that?
You were sandbagging it.
He says I was sandbagging it, but whatever. I don't even think he can do 170 in leg extensions.
I did 12 today.
Okay, we're gonna put that to a video because last time we had this conversation and I told you that I was leg extending 170 like full sets. You were like,
get back to the story.
Anyway, I was doing my leg extensions. My husband was like my fill-in coach. last night. So last night I had a squat day. So everything that surrounded my squats. So he was like my fill-in coach, my motivator last night. And after my first or second set on doing the leg extensions, he was like, I don't forgot what you were doing, whether you were checking the weight or something like that. But he's like, listen, if you're gonna fucking do this, then you're gonna do this, and we're not gonna bitch out, and we're not. And I was just like, sir, I literally just did the entire set. Like, I finished all 3 sets completely, but he wasn't saying it in like, like a coming at me. It was just kind of like a motivating, like, keep going. You got this, like, do it, And I get where he was coming from. That's why I was like, okay, like, it's cool. But some people, and then plus we had headphones on, and I don't think we realize how loudly we speak when we have headphones on, but I had some heads turned like, ooh, like he digging into her. And I was like, it ain't even like that, guys. It ain't even like that.
You the one that made the decision to be a power lifter, and you're not gonna bitch out now. You're gonna push this goddamn weight.
It wasn't even that much weight. It was 170.
That's why I was acting.
It wasn't even that.
And
much
that's why I was looking at you like, why you acting like this heavy? Why you acting like this heavy?
Because then also
it's just the cable.
Also, you were trying to like pick at me too because
I want your form to be perfect.
But my form wasn't bad.
Your squat form was perfect. Your squat was really good.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes to those leg extensions,
needs a little work.
I fixed it.
You fix okay. I'm gonna take a video for my trainer.
I'm not gonna be there,
and I'm gonna take it for the trainer. Okay. And I'm gonna send it my coach, and I'm gonna send it to him and see what he says. Now, if he says the complete opposite of what you say, which is usually what happens.
Okay, look here.
What, you gonna listen to your husband, or you gonna listen to another man? When you got
off the leg, did you feel your quads? Were they burning?
I always feel my quads. They're always burning.
Okay. Anyway, my week was
yeah.
Week.
I don't even think we ever got to my week.
So excited.
Yeah. So go ahead, finish your week. Go ahead.
It's nothing exciting. Cliff Note version. There was nothing exciting.
Are you done?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Your behavior is right in line with today's topic.
Okay, go ahead.
You're pushing me.
Okay.
Pushing me, guys.
Okay.
Push another button. I'm a pinch you. Push another button.
Go ahead.
I dare you. Push it.
Finish your week.
Anywho, my week was good.
That's good.
I enjoyed my week.
What was good about it?
I made it through.
The fact that I wasn't here. That's what was really good about it. Get to the real. Get to what's real. Your week was good.
You want thesis around to be about you so bad.
Your week was good because I wasn't here. While I was out there making money for you at that damn job, missing you. I don't make this money for me.
Everybody. It's funny because you and your daughter come home and say the same thing.
What we say?
She was like, she came home. She was like, "Mommy." I was like, "Yes, baby." She was like, "I just missed you so much today."
Okay, so
I said, "You did." I said, "What do you miss about me?"
Y'all hear this?
I said, "What do you miss about me?" "I just miss your cuddles, and I needed kissies."
Okay.
And then you come home, you were like, "I just missed you," and I'm like, "I miss my family too."
No, you didn't miss us. Y'all see this? This woman is over here complaining about being loved.
I'm not complaining
about being loved.
Okay.
That's what she's complaining
about. Anywho, I'm not complaining.
I
love that my family loves me because I absolutely adore and love and obsess with my family.
Questionable.
Okay.
Anyway, my week was cool. Back at the damn job. It hasn't been too bad. I do miss my wife. I miss all the time I got to spend with her. I miss my daughter some bit. A little bit. I miss her a little bit. She been getting on my nerves with her behavior. But outside of that,
she's a typical kid. She doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. But
okay, outside of that,
he allows his emotions.
First of all, this is my week. Outside of that, it's been a pretty good. Outside of that, it's been a pretty good week. I'm dropping these weights. I'm back.
Literally dropping them on the floor.
Are you done? Are you done?
I'm not, because you mess with me, so I'm gonna mess with you.
I am now officially under my pre-baby weight.
Good job.
And I never got a push gift.
You won't. Why would you get a push gift? What have you pushed?
I had to push through the situation. You don't know how hard you were gripping my hand.
DeMille, please
I'm
shut
pretty
up.
sure you dislocated 3
Please
fingers.
shut up. First of all, that was 7 years ago.
I had to go downstairs again and get
That
my
was
fingers
7 years
relocated.
ago. Okay.
So anyway, like
I
I was
pushed out a
saying,
whole kid.
anyway, great week. I'm making great progress with my weight loss. I'm down over 60 pounds now.
Good job. Congratulations.
I got about 15 to go. But now I'm thinking I might actually go like another 25 so I could bulk and then cut again because I'm trying to look like
That doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to. You gotta bulk. I gotta gain the weight to cut. It don't matter. I'm trying to look like I'm trying to get a certain look now. Like
Okay.
now that I'm close.
He's chasing an aesthetic. is
Now
what
that I'm
he's
close to
saying.
the weight, now it's starting to be about the look.
Okay.
So
Should be about your health.
it's about the.
But yes, the look as well.
And the way my wife been talking about me, I'm gonna have to.
I do not talk about you.
Yeah, you said I ain't got no ass, so I got to start doing something.
Okay, but you've never had an ass. Even when you were 60 pounds heavier, you
Look
didn't
here.
have an ass.
Look here, I'm not.
You don't have calves or ass. It's
You
fine.
know what? This is okay. What we got today?
No, what?
Well, we're done because
is the problem?
she's done nothing but take shots at me all day. All day. She told me my calves is little, my legs is
I
little.
did not say anything that neither one of us have discussed or we know to be true or factual.
Are you done?
No, I'm not. Okay? I love my husband and his small shins and calves.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? And the
This
way
has been
his
this episode
his
getting cut
quad,
short. This has been
the
another
way
episode.
his quads are starting to form around around his kneecaps, it's making it better. It looks good. You come for me every day, all day.
I'm just happy that I'm no longer a B cup. I could probably fit it. I'm an A cup now. Actually, I think I can go braless. I think I. I think I can go braless now.
When have you ever worn a bra?
I'm just saying, like my titties are shrinking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm dang.
What?
I mean, pretty soon I'm not gonna be able to call myself a big boy. It's been a part.
It's been a part of your identity for so long.
I mean, I can still say I'm a big boy. In other words.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. What we got today? Because what we got today, I'm about to relate to. Go ahead.
Oh, before we hop into that, I wanted to I was gonna ask you, like, current events, like anything that's happening current event wise with you that you like to share, like anything newsworthy.
I'm looking for lawyers.
What are you looking for a lawyer for?
See how much I'm gonna lose if I leave.
Not much.
Because I'm not welcome here.
You're not gonna lose much.
I'm not welcome here.
Just half.
You can have it.
Half in the house, that's it.
You can have. I can sleep in my car.
Hey,
I can shower at work.
Better you than
I
me.
can shower at work and the gym.
Better you than me.
According to our friend Jennifer, it's not that bad. The
Well,
showers at the gym are not that bad.
But at least it's not like old school, like 80s open shower. It's like
if it was, I'd just be in there dig out.
That's
Wouldn't bother me. Wouldn't bother. Have you ever been to a men's locker room? Like I played sports. Like you just be in there.
Are you guys have individual showers though in your locker room, right? Yeah.
But in high school, just one big ass shower. You just out there dig out.
Yeah.
If you want your balls to be clean,
yeah, no.
You gonna look at it or not?
No, I've been in the stalls where you have to buy like your own little curtain, but it's like not the full curtain that goes all the way up. It's just like the half curtain. I did that when I did that 2-week stay.
What we got today?
So, today we're gonna be talking about relationship burnout.
I'm spent.
Right. Same.
I'm spent.
Same.
I am
Relationship burnout. Okay. Have you experienced relationship burnout?
I'm currently experiencing
If
it.
so, dial the number at the bottom of your screen.
Ain't no number gonna be there. I don't know why you said that. I'm not putting no number.
I just feel like saying it.
I'm gonna put your phone number up there.
Boy, you better not put my damn number up on the
Since you wanna-
interwebs.
That's
gonna be terrible for you.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You don't answer the phone anyway.
It's not about me answering the phone. It's the safety and well-being of your family.
Oh, you get a new number.
But apparently,
Oh my
you
God.
don't care. What?
If I got you a new phone with a new number, that would throw your whole life off.
Oh my gosh! Don't do that. Don't do that. That's like using the password that they recommend for you.
That would throw your whole life off.
No, because you know what already throws. Sorry, side note, guys. We're gonna get into it. But you know what already throws me off?
What?
The fact that you set my phone to automatically send any calls that are not part of my contact to voicemail.
Yeah.
So, like, my sister's friend had called me because she wanted to
Leave a message. Oh, you can't.
yeah. So
Delete your voicemail.
she ended up texting me and she was like, "Girl, every time I'm calling, it's going straight to voicemail." And I was like, "I could have sworn I had your number saved, but it wasn't saved. So every call that I get, it goes straight. If you're not in my contacts, it goes straight to voicemail. I don't know how you set that
You're
up,
welcome.
but he did.
You're welcome. Because that's how I live my life. It is so freeing. You better leave a message.
Because the only people that's getting through are the people I know. And if you're not a person I know, then it must not be important.
You see how I do it? If you have my number and you're supposed to have it, you're saved.
Okay.
If you're not supposed to have it, you're not saved, which means I ain't gonna get the call anyway. But let's get into it.
I think that's a lot, babe. I think
Let's
I
get
might have
into it.
you. I think I might have you change that.
Okay, anyway, I'm not. So relationship burnout.
Yeah,
This is what this
relationship burnout.
episode is about. As you guys can see, we've had burnout in this marriage multiple times. We typically, you know,
What would he do? What do we do?
We go reset somewhere.
We typically.
You know, shut up. Y'all see how I do it? She know that I have a speech impediment, and she make fun of me all the time.
I do not make fun of this
She
man.
knows that sometimes it's hard for me to
This
say.
is how we love on each other.
She knows that sometimes it's hard for me to say things with a certain P and S. It's fine. It's fine. It took me.
You be trying to get sympathy points
It
so
took me-
bad,
it-
and it's.
It took me over 30 years to say steak instead of snake. So don't come for
You
me.
could have kept that to yourself.
See how you make fun of me? But she's supposed to love me. Y'all see this?
I love him.
No, she don't. Okay, this is gonna be a short episode. Let's go. Go ahead. Come on.
It might be because I got the giggles.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so relationship burnout. All right, guys. What is relationship burnout? I'm sure if you've been in a long-term relationship, it kind of goes without explaining for, you know what I mean? But for those who may have not been in a long-term relationship long enough for your partner to just be draining the life out of you sometimes, it's emotional
In a bad way.
It's emotional exhaustion.
Draining the life out of you in a bad way, not a good way.
And it feeling drained.
But if they drain the life out of you in a good way.
Oh my gosh. Increased irritability or resentment toward your partner.
Oh, okay.
Feeling disconnected or indifferent toward your partner.
Okay.
Or avoiding intimacy or quality time.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever avoided quality time with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it today.
You're not.
I am.
You're not.
I might just leave.
No, you won't.
Leave you with your child.
No, you won't. Because if you leave me with her, then her and I will just leave, and then that would defeat your whole.
Anyway, yes. Yes. And so the studies indicate that 40% of individuals believe that high stress levels adversely affect their relationships with their relationships, and 34% feel like it impacts their partnerships. So meaning 34% of people believe that the high stress is what it leads to the relationship burnout.
I think that directly relates to the things in your individual life. So usually it's things like work, kids. It could be money. It could be your social status. It could be just how you're feeling about yourself in general. And you allow that to affect you so much that you bring it into the relationship. And it's like all that negative energy that you're not processing, all the negative emotion, and then you're bringing it into the relationship. And for a lot of people, it's pushing off onto their partner.
I'm happy you said that.
I'm happy I said that too, because I was going somewhere with it.
But let me cut you off.
Okay.
Because people state that emotional labor disparity as a reason for burnout, right? And so I actually wanted to get your opinion on something, because the concept of mankeeping, right? This is what they call it.
The concept of mankeeping?
Right, mankeeping. And this is what they say it is. I ain't never heard of this.
I've never heard of that either.
Right? But they
Please
say
enlighten me.
mankeeping is where women shoulder the emotional burdens of their male partners, and it adds to their mental load, potentially leading to burnout and resentment.
Yes.
So do you believe that you're over here mankeeping?
I don't think I mankeep by that definition. I don't think that I mankeep like on a continuous clock, a continuous basis, but I do mankeep.
Okay, are you able to mankeep on a continuous clock at a continuous basis.
You know what?
I'm just trying to see how much I could dump over here.
Oh, you dump quite a bit, but for
Girl,
me,
I dump
but
about 20%.
listen here, but for me,
But hold on.
what?
So do you think that is that valid? Do you think that's part from a woman's point of view? Do you think that's why they're being emotionally overloaded?
It could be that they're being emotionally over, but I'm speaking from like the aspect of, for instance, knowing your mood,
Mhm.
right? So I know if I need to come to you with something, but
Mhm.
I'm already gauging your mood,
Mhm.
it's not going to be the opportune time for me to come to you with it because I don't want to have to deal with your reaction, the
Mhm.
emotional reaction you're going to have to what I'm coming to you with.
Okay.
And therefore now I'm finding myself like that's a part of me managing your emotions
Oh.
because I know at this point I'm trying to keep him stable. Or when you're happy, at this point I'm trying to keep him happy.
You don't mean to walk
So
off the cliff, huh?
it's not just about that. It's that I just don't want to deal with it
Okay.
because obviously I'm already dealing with something,
Okay.
right? So to come to you with something else, and I know that it's going to alter your attitude further,
Mhm.
and that's going to be something else that emotionally I have to navigate through, emotionally have to, you know, work with. It's
Cut the tape.
just cut the tape.
Okay.
Just cut the tape.
Okay.
You know,
Look
it's
at
like
the people.
I'm looking at you and I'm looking at the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like managing your emotions. I don't think that you are aware
Uh-huh.
of how much it sounds weird. And maybe I'm not explaining it the
Okay,
right
go
way.
ahead.
But I don't think you understand how much I try to not necessarily, maybe manage is not the appropriate word, manage your emotions, but I guess like consider your emotions, if that makes
Oh.
sense.
You don't think I consider you?
Okay, but see what you just did there.
Because
I was, but here's the
But see,
thing.
but hold on,
But do you
because-
see what you
because I-
just did there?
because-
I'm talking to you from my perspective,
Right.
and immediately
Right.
you interjected yourself as me, like saying you don't do
Okay,
something.
well, hold on. Let me tell you why I did that.
Okay.
Because when I heard that, my spidey sense said, "Hold up."
No, you felt attacked. We did an episode on this before,
my
guys.
spidey sense said, "Hold up now," because I feel like that's a two-way street.
It is a two-way street, but I'm just telling you
Now,
from my
I
perspective.
will admit that you probably do a lot more than I do because sometimes, especially if I'm in a mood,
because you're always in a mood.
okay.
That's the thing. You're all okay. For example, prime example, guys. I can see when my husband's attitude is altered, right? I can see when his emotional state
Because I wear it
is
on my
altered.
sleeve.
Okay. Excuse me. So he says, when I had told him, I was like, okay, now you're getting frustrated and you're getting an attitude. He's like, I don't have an attitude. I keep telling you I don't have an attitude. Okay, what are you feeling right now? I'm just annoyed. That's an emotion.
Okay.
The emotion is altering your attitude. Therefore,
It's
I'm
not.
telling you, you have an attitude.
It was not. In the
Otherwise,
incident,
I
it was
wouldn't have
not.
been able to pick up on it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I
I'm
wouldn't
not
have been
finna-
able to pick up on it.
I'm not going to argue with you in front of these people.
We're not.
I'm going to keep the facade of a happy, healthy marriage,
Oh,
and I don't want people.
not the
I
facade,
don't-
Jesus.
I don't want people to see your true colors and how I am.
You guys should see.
If you're listening, I'm double blinking.
I was just going to say, are you double blinking for
How
help?
how
my
I need-
gosh.
How I need help here because I'm being held.
Wait, how you going to double blink and then ask for help?
Hold on. So hold on.
Double blink was the help,
I know.
babe.
I know. I think for us, I think another form of burnout or cause of burnout, I think for us personally was major. And I think this is where our burnout kind of happened or kind of recurrently happened in our relationship.
What?
And it's the work induced relationship strain. So
Okay.
basically,
Explain.
it's the burnout from work that can spill over into your personal life, right?
Yes.
Leading to irritability, detachment, reduced libido, and just kind of overall
Mhm.
strain, right? So like when work is stressing you out, because we went through this a lot. Because like when you were out there in the job market, and
Why
you-
you say it like that?
and
Okay. When I was in the job market,
when you were out there
in the working field.
when you were out there in them work streets,
Mm-hmm.
and you was working, and you were you had your little manager hat on, and you was
I was very tunnel vision.
you was very, very tunnel vision. But
Yes.
then when things was going awry at work, and then how you would come home and work, and then like your life became like 85% work. And then so then it was like the stress from that, you were always irritable about work. You
Mhm.
didn't, so when you came home, I had to listen to about work for an hour, right?
Mhm.
And then you were a lot of times you were completely detached to my needs,
Okay.
what I wanted,
Okay.
right? And we're not gonna talk about the libido because all you want to do is cuss bitches out. You weren't even.
That doesn't have anything to do.
You were just like, you know what? You were so, because work would take so much out of you that when you got home, all you wanted to do was sleep.
Yeah, but I didn't.
But then when you got up, all you would do was work.
Yeah.
So
It was
work
very
was your
tunnel
life.
vision.
Work was your life.
It wasn't my life, but it took up a large portion of my life.
But it was,
But I mean, it was.
that
But
was
you knew.
But that what I'm saying is that was a situation in which I had to.
You had burnout.
We had burnout,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that the only way I could get you out of this rut is I had to take you. I had to
You had
go.
to save me, babe.
I had to go spend time with Vacation Bay.
You love Vacation Bay.
That's who I married.
He's still referring to me, you guys. Just FYI.
I married Vacation Bay.
Uh-huh.
Work Kanisha, I wanted to divorce her. Vacation Bay was what kept us together.
Okay.
Okay. So that time
Taking me out of my element.
became very, very crucial, right?
Yeah.
And that's something I had to be mindful of because
Mhm.
the stress of work, the stress of being a new mom, the stress of, us
Doing
being
a
married.
lot.
You were doing a lot.
Yeah.
I just wasn't on that list where I wanted
You
to
were
be.
on the list.
I wasn't where I wanted to be.
Okay. That's better put.
That's what I said
And-
first time.
and I can agree with you on
had
that.
you not been defensive and listened to me,
Oh
I
my
said that the first
gosh.
time. I wasn't where I wanted to be. Right.
Okay.
So there's a lot, like you saying. So like I was saying, there's a lot of causes that cause a relationship burnout. And
Yes.
I feel like work is one of is one of those.
Routine and monotony.
Right.
Mhm.
Lack of communication. Like
That's always a big
I
one.
feel like we did have a period where I was not communicating to you enough or properly.
Mhm.
And that's something that I had to learn. And that was something I had to learn. I learned to do
Yeah.
myself, and I had to take accountability for that.
Yeah.
I said, Lord Jesus, I can't be mad at a woman if I ain't telling her.
Yeah. Because
If
I was just like, the more you can keep to yourself, the better. So it
Okay,
was.
you know what?
That's the cycle we were in.
And
That was the
And
cycle.
for me personally, I think my number one cause of burnout is the overcommitment. I think oftentimes I overcommit,
And under deliver.
and then when I get into it, I'm like, damn, I don't want to do all this.
And
shit.
what do I always tell you?
Don't overcommit and shut up.
I always tell him, the one thing you cannot do. I'm not even going to say just me. I'm going to say for women in general.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and speak for women in general.
Please don't.
One of the worst things you can do as a partner, especially as a man, is overcommit and under deliver
I always put it down.
when it comes to your wife.
I always put it down.
Point blank and period.
Look here.
Don't tell me all of the things. Don't tell me, oh, I'm planning this, I'm doing this.
And that's why I
And
just stopped telling you
and
everything.
you don't deliver.
That's why.
It is the worst, okay?
And that's why.
It's the worst.
That's why I just stopped telling you stuff. And I'm like, okay, we doing it today. I'm gonna let her know today. That I can't mess it up.
I'm gonna let her know today
Because I know, like,
I'm already on track to get it done
because I
today.
know. See, my personality, people, is I might have a really good Tuesday, and I'm like, man,
And you be feeling it.
I'm riding a high, and I'm like, hey, babe, on Friday or Saturday we doing this, and then I have a really bad Thursday, and I'm like, man, F Friday and Saturday. I don't want to do
That's
nothing.
diabolical that Thursday affects the weekend. That's wild.
I'm just saying, like, you know, my vibe has to be consistent for me to keep going, even when, because like you said before, like if something angers me and I can't get over it, I'm not fun to be around because
No.
I'm gonna harp on what angered me.
And then now you're leaving me to manage that because
You ain't gotta manage it, you're
especially-
choosing to
No,
manage it.
but I have to because especially we have a child.
Mm.
So when you are in that headspace and you have your attitude going on, she can come over and be as innocent as possible or tell you that she wants to spend time with you, tell you that she misses you or whatever, and you're snappy.
I'm
And
not
then
snappy.
when you
Hold on.
get
No,
and
now
then
I
when
gotta
you
defend
get
myself on
when
this
you
one.
get snappy or when I can see the irritation, not like snappy like you yelling at her,
Oh, okay.
but I can see
Yeah.
like the irritation.
Go ahead and clean that up.
I
Clean
can
that up.
see the irritation that you're having because maybe you just want to have a moment to yourself, or maybe
I
because
need a
you
moment to
yeah,
myself.
or anything like that. Now it's like I have to come in with the softer angle and be like, babe, okay, how about you and mommy do something? Because, daddy's a little tired. And, then I'm kind of catering to you, like, babe, you good? You need anything? Like, that's
Yes.
the
I need it.
emotionally, like the emotional
Okay.
handling.
Yes.
That's where that comes from.
That's
That can be emotional, but that
Oh.
can be emotionally fatiguing.
Oh, okay. So that's
It's a part of relationship, and I do it because I love you, but it's also
that's the man keeping.
that's the man keeping. That's the man keeping, right? So,
But it is important to address the stressors, both
absolutely,
externally and internal stressors. You have to address it. Now, I will say, shout out to my therapist, Dr. Williams. Y'all shout out to Dr. Williams. Y'all can't have her.
She has other clients.
She don't really,
that's neither here nor there.
She don't really like them. She has helped me or guided me through this process of addressing my internal things, right? Because for me, the internal things greatly affect the external things.
Absolutely.
So I've learned to process my thoughts and emotions internally first. Like, honestly, this week at work was a good test because there was a couple of times where I just wanted to go off on people, but I was like,
you said 3, 2, 1,
no,
1, 2, 3.
No, in my mind, I said, bitch, and then I just walked away.
With the long one?
You said that, though. You said that? I looked her right in her eye. And in my mind, I said, right? So you have to address these things. And that's part of communicating. Because sometimes you got to communicate with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you got it.
And you used to call me crazy for talking to myself.
You talk to yourself out loud. That's the crazy part. You talking to yourself out loud.
Shut up, babe. You talk to yourself out loud. Now that's different.
You having a full-on conversation, like you talking to two different people.
But I don't answer my own questions.
Like you were talking to Dennis and Victoria at the same time.
Okay. They probably didn't even catch that, but
Vanessa.
they probably didn't even catch that.
But let me ask you this. So what are some ways to prevent and overcome burnout?
Well, like we always say, I mean, it's a relationship marriage podcast, communication. Okay. Communication's always going to be.
But what if I don't want to talk to you?
Then you need to take some time, talk to your therapist, get yourself straight, and then come talk to me. Okay. Because you can't avoid communication. If you're going to try to avoid communication in your relationship, please break up.
Oh, okay. Look here. I was just joking.
That's odd.
I love talking to you.
That's odd. Unless y'all can be on the same page that both of y'all just don't like to talk and y'all have a quiet relationship.
Sometimes you tell me. Sometimes you tell me to shut up.
That's an interesting.
No, we're not gonna have a quiet relationship. I got some shit to say, and I'm gonna say it.
I was gonna say we should test it for like 24 hours.
We can have a silent moment.
We can.
We're not gonna have a silent relationship.
We should have like a silent 24 hours.
No, we're not doing that. Another way to prevent and overcome burnout, like I was mentioning earlier, is to reconnect intentionally. Now this is where I shine, because I want to reconnect. You want to have the date nights. You want to break the routine. You want to go out and do something fun together.
We talked about that a little bit last week too, about the routine and how routines can be a little bit mundane. You got to break it up every now and then, guys.
You got to go out there. You got to go out there and court.
Right.
And date your
Pretend
spouse.
like you somebody on a stroll and he just pulled up.
Okay, first of all, don't do that. Don't do that.
What, role play?
Don't do that. Because if I pull up, I'm going to ask you how much to win an argument.
I love their video. Right. I can't remember their name, but that video is priceless. How much to win an argument? $100? All right, get in.
So
I love it.
It is important because you have to experience each other out of the normal experience. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Outside of mom and dad, outside of your roles you play in the house, just to go outside and just have the conversation, and do the things you would do before the burdens of life was on top of you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I think too, the self-care boundaries. Okay. Right? Okay.
Like my gym.
So that's what I was going to say. So, okay. For instance, I'll use this as an example. The gym, right? We both have prioritized the gym, right? Yeah. And it's like, even though we have things that we have to do together, like as husband and wife or as parents, and we got to get certain things done, we both have set a boundary that regardless of what you're going through, what you say, I still have to get this done for
I'm
myself.
going to the gym.
I'm going to the gym. You know what I mean? Like when you need to take your walks, it's like, hey, can we manage to where you get back at 1:00 so I can try to take my walk by 2:00? And then I'm like, okay, let me try to make
Right.
sure I get to the gym on time for myself so that you can have your turn,
Because I
right?
always say, I don't want to walk in the dark, but I will.
Right. Like I didn't want to work out
At 9
at
o'clock.
9 p.m. last night.
Well, that was
But
your,
I did.
That was your fault because you had a job.
Well, I worked yesterday, and oh gosh, I forgot. That's what I forgot to say in how my day went earlier
That's
today.
fine.
But it's neither here nor there. But yes, but the point is that was a priority, and I know that I think it's safe to say prior to us making this a priority. When it being late, and especially if it was like a night you had to work or something, you probably would have been like, can you come home, or can you just do it tomorrow?
I would let
Because
you
we
wait,
have
regardless. I mean, now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about like
Yeah.
prior. You probably been like, it's late and I don't want you out there late and you don't need to be, you know what I mean? But now it's that we both have set that as like a boundary. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
gonna go.
just so you know,
But I will.
regardless,
I
I'm
will.
going to do this for me because this is where I am right now.
I'm-
And this is what I've set as a priority.
I'm gonna say this, but I do attempt to go in times where it doesn't really necessarily affect you. So like I'll get up early even when I'm off to go to
Yeah.
the gym so that it doesn't really affect what we have going on
Mhm.
for the week.
Well, that's just you carving out the time though
Right.
for yourself. And that's the whole point, the self-care.
Because I think a lot of people are like, it's diabolical that you're getting up at 4 o'clock to go to the gym. Well, I said, well, it's important to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I enjoy it. It's one of my happy places until I look across the room and I see the same lady on the goddamn hip adductor machine for 20 minutes looking at her damn phone.
Yeah, that's frustrating. But so yeah, the self-care boundaries, balancing your togetherness
Mm-hmm.
while balancing your individual,
Your personal space.
your personal space.
That's
and
important.
we've talked about that before. Like it is so important for you to have
Personal space.
an individual kind of personality,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're in a marriage. Like, listen, I love my husband. I love this man. We'll go to the ends of the earth for this man. But I also enjoy my time to myself.
She enjoy.
I enjoy a nice cup of hot tea
No.
on the couch.
Say the real. She
with a
enjoys a
book.
nice bowl, a nice acai bowl, and parked at the back of Michael's, where she can't be bothered.
First of all, I park in the back of Jerome's. It's not Michael's.
Like a common streetwalker.
I park in the back of Jerome's where they make the deliveries, and it's under a tree where I'm still seen, but I also have time to sit there and watch my movie and eat my acai bowl, okay? These are the things I like to do
Right.
by myself, okay?
So self-care and boundaries are important, and we've done a good job at establishing those in our marriage. Another thing is to try to seek new experiences, right? Again, getting out of the routine. Try to do something new, either by yourself and even with your partner. Try to have new experiences, because even if you do something new without your partner, now you come back to them with something else to talk about.
And then
we have
here's
a new
the thing.
subject matter.
I get excited when I literally do, and I'm not just saying this for like word candy. I get excited when you have experienced something that has made you excited. And when you come back to me and you're talking about it and you're like, babe,
It's been a while.
oh my gosh. Like the other day, I know when you came to me and you're like, oh, you've been ATV riding before, but it's been a while. So I know like you going ATV riding with your friend, and then the stories that I'll hear when you come back. And I'm just like that brings me joy, but I don't want you to do the ATV riding, but it brings me joy to see the excitement.
I made a couple bins.
You know what?
I made the bin.
Okay. But it just makes me excited
hard
when
day.
when you're having new experiences or you've done something that you haven't done in a long time and you come back to me with such excitement to tell me about it. I get excited too, because I enjoy seeing you light up. I enjoy seeing your smile. I enjoy seeing you in a happy type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really important.
I can reciprocate that. Like, but to you, like, you don't really go out there and do new things.
I don't.
No, but what you do is you go to your same spots.
I do the things that make me happy.
You go to your same spots and you be like, babe, I was in Sephora today. And I've been really wanting to try this.
Sephora today.
I've been really wanting to try, and they just happen to have my shade. Or you be like, I walked in, babe, they only had one left.
So you know,
I had to get it.
I had to get it.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, she really excited about whatever this one item is. Wow. I remember that one time you had got excited. I think it was like it was for like you wanted to try out like this lip balm or something, and you had
It's a
been looking.
lip balm.
I don't know what it is. I don't know all the technical stuff, but you have been looking for it for so long. When you finally found it, you were so excited, and then you were like, "Well," and then you tried it, and you actually liked it, and but
Yeah.
you're like, "Well, I got to use it sparingly because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get some."
Because if it's popular,
Right.
you don't know when it's going to be coming back in
Right.
stock. So once you make your first purchase, and then that's when you get into the headspace of, well, I
Well,
should
no,
just buy 3.
Yeah. You see, I bought 4 Greek yogurts last time.
You know,
Playing with these people buying all them
he
yogurts.
went to Target and he was like, they only had 4 left, so I bought them all.
I'm not playing these games.
I don't know when they're going to restock.
I'm not playing these games with these people.
I bought them all, so we have like a refrigerator full of yogurt.
I'm not playing with these
Because
people.
you just never know.
Because how fast we go out with it. Go through it, right? And finally, I mean, if you tried all these things and nothing seems to work, then, Charlotte, maybe a little counseling, a little therapy might help you. I don't think we've ever got to the part where we need therapy.
I think therapy, here's the thing. I think therapy is also good for maintenance.
Okay. Explain.
Elaborate. I think it's always, it could be a good idea to have an objective opinion or an objective say about something you may, an unbiased opinion about something. It may not even be something major in your relationship, but if it's like maybe a disagreement that you guys continuously have over and over.
Okay.
Right? And it's like, it's something you can't get past. It's not like a deal breaker. It's not got you guys in a bad mood all the time, but it's something that you constantly keep coming back to. I would say it's not such a bad idea to go to therapy and get, an unbiased point of view about how to look at a certain situation. Because again, going back to communication, 9 times out of 10, it's the way something's being communicated and it's the way something's being understood. And having somebody on the outside being able to pull that out of both and say, this is what's happening.
This is what they mean.
This is what, and then this is the experience the other person's having. And then, this is what I'm telling you guys as a professional.
Okay.
This is how we can work through something like this, because it's not as big as you guys make it seem to be. There's just a breakdown somewhere, and we're gonna build it back together.
Okay. I mean, I agree to some point.
Okay, what's the point in which you don't agree?
I mean, it can't. It's very expensive for maintenance. I mean, I'm not gonna have sessions if we ain't got nothing going on, But
it's very expensive for maintenance.
I will say that one-on-one therapy, going to see a therapist for yourself.
Yes.
It's very, very beneficial if you're being honest with yourself in your therapy.
I was just about to say that.
If you in there trying
to make yourself look good.
Trying to make yourself look good. So you can have somebody just back
be
up
on your side.
what you feel, then no. If you're not going to therapy to take accountability, then you're really just wasting your time.
I mean, and if you have a good therapist, they will know the difference.
Yeah, but some people just want the check.
That's true.
Because I would.
Wow, Maurice.
You're right. She is wrong for you. Pay me all my money.
Pay the receptionist on your way out.
Thank you.
Actually, you were supposed to pay her on your way in.
We don't take.
Look, we don't do partial payments anymore.
We don't do payment plans, and we don't take insurance.
This will be a cash only session today. As soon as they walk into my office, just your friendly reminder that this is a cash only session today.
Yes.
I can write you a receipt if you need,
Right.
but I will need cash, and I do not have change.
Right.
Don't forget to throw that in.
So let's recap. What are the if they can only take away 5 things, 3 to 5 things what we said, what do you want them to take away?
I would say break up the routine.
Okay.
I would say find a better way to communicate if you're not already doing so. And I will say have a lot of sex.
I triple on that last one.
You also will be surprised how many issues you can get past very quickly just by having some intimate moments, some physical intimate moments, some genuine physical down and
dirty.
Okay, I'm getting a little.
Yeah, you getting out there. I always say, and my wife knows, that I am a lot more agreeable the morning after. You
I
put
could
it.
get a lot more out of you.
If you put it on me, you want to do what today? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, we could do that. No problem.
You'd be like, babe, whatever you
Yeah.
want. It's
Yeah,
whatever you want,
I
babe.
had this plan, but I can cancel it. You know, you did a great job last
Or you
night.
wake up and you be like, hey, babe, what do you need today?
What you need
What do you,
to-
what do you
hey,
want?
I'm telling you.
What do you want?
When
And
you
I'd be
put-
like,
When you
I
put
don't
it
know.
when you put it on me, it motivates me to be a better husband. That's all I'm saying.
Motivates me to be a better husband. You'd be surprised. You know, the physical intimacy, bringing each other together. I'm not saying it's just going to blanket or mask whatever the issue could be. But as far as like what we're talking about today, as far as like the burnout and stuff, because we know what starts to suffer and what starts getting left behind is the intimacy, right? When all these attitudes is flying and people ain't feeling each other and you emotionally overloaded and all that, the last thing you want to do is be coddled up with somebody or have somebody rubbing and touching on you. But I'm telling you, if you can go ahead and get past that little hump,
Right.
and we can just be like, you know what, let's just come together for this. It'll even make the conversations a little bit easier to bear about what it is that's bothering
And
you.
then sometimes it's just a little aggression is needed to get out the aggression. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta just, yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta what?
Yeah. You know?
I don't know.
So, you know,
No.
we ain't never had a problem a couple backstrokes couldn't fix.
I'm not. I don't really have. I don't really have anything to say about that
Okay.
actually. So
You ain't gotta say it. It's already been said.
okay.
It's already been said.
All right. Good discussion, babe.
It was cool.
It was good. It was cool.
It's
All right, guys. Heading on into our next segment of Our 2 Cents. Our 2 Cents. Okay. This is what I've got for you today, babe.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for leaving my date at the bar after she insulted my kids? Okay. About a month ago, I met a girl, we'll call her Hope, at this gaming group.
Hope or Ho?
Hope.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Hope. At this gaming group I attend.
Okay.
We're just in the talking stage now, but I like her a lot. Something to know about me is that I am divorced and I have 2 daughters, 5 and 3, and I split custody with my ex-wife. I have the
Okay.
kids every other weekend and on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I guess Hope didn't know that I had kids, though she 100% knew that I was divorced. She and me were going to a pub trivia last Sunday, and I just dropped the girls off at my ex's place. I said something about it while we were ordering drinks, and Hope acted offended. She said that she didn't like kids and she didn't want kids and never wanted to hear or see my kids. That's okay with me. Not everybody likes kids. But then she started getting very vulgar and calling them things like crotch gobblings and sex fruits and stuff like that. I nicely told her to stop or that I would leave, but she just kept going on and on and on. I told her that I was ready to go and I canceled my drink and I went home. We haven't talked since and it's been almost a week. Am I the asshole for leaving Hope at the pub when she called my kids crotch gobblings?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
She crossed the line that you wasn't willing to let her cross, and you did the right thing. You didn't cuss her out. You didn't call out her name. You didn't advance a aggressive situation in any way, shape, or form. You simply just removed yourself from the conversation.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: I as a parent, I do call children many things, but I have that right because I'm a parent.
Oh, is that what it is?
If you're not a parent, you can't say things like "f them kids,"
crotch goblin.
cross goblins, sex fruit.
That's the one that threw me off.
Sex fruit. Well,
I've never heard that.
all of our baristas at Starbucks know our child as the gremlin
Oh, yes.
because I call her the gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at home with the gremlin. Because she's sweet until she
And
gets her
she's
hair wet.
cute.
That's why I call her the gremlin.
Talk about my baby. But she's sweet until that girl do not like getting that hair done.
So when her hair get wet,
And when her hair get wet,
That's
it's
right.
over.
that's why I call you just picked up. That's why I call her the gremlin.
Gremlin.
So I can say these things. I have child.
Yeah.
Because I say it in a joking manner.
Right,
Obviously, I
right.
love my child.
Right.
But for her to be this disgusted, first of all, sir, you should have, when she said that she didn't want kids and she
Or
didn't want to
like
see
kids,
your
why
kids,
are we entertaining her?
at this point, you should know that she's not for you because
The
you're not.
relationship's going nowhere.
Because if you're willing to abandon your kids for this broad, you're just as bad as she is.
But he's not, because
He left.
He left. But I think, okay, so she knew that he was divorced. I would think the next question would be, do you have kids?
Right.
Like, she should have known that he had kids prior to the date.
Right.
Or he should have mentioned that he had kids prior to the date, especially when she 100% knew that he was already divorced.
Right.
Chances are that there's some children involved.
Right.
But I do not think that you're the asshole for basically leaving Hope out there on Hope Street.
Hope better hope she got some lucky.
Because I wouldn't, any person that speaks that way about children, whether they have children or not, I wouldn't want them around my children
Let me ask you this.
at all.
Let me ask you, do you think Hope is salty because she can't have children?
We don't know what the situation is as
See?
to why she doesn't want kids. The point is that the way she speaks about children,
It's not right.
it's not right. It makes me uneasy. And especially when you are a parent and you have someone speaking like that about kids or speaking that way about your children, it's like red flag, like
Right.
you will never be around them. But she's already made it clear that she don't want to hear them. She don't want to see them. She
None
don't
of
want to
that.
be around them. She ain't trying to do drop off, like nothing. Hope said, listen,
I got kids. I ain't trying to do drop off.
listen, she said, them kids you got over there, keep them kids over there.
But she also struck me as the type of person where she probably feels this way, but if she had a kid, she'd do the 180. You know how some people do
most
that?
people do.
Oh, I thought you liked it. Yeah, but my kid is different. It's not.
It's just like,
No, it's not.
well, like the people
Your little
who
ball
say,
of snot is not different.
the like people who say, just because I have kids, don't mistake that for me liking kids.
I don't.
I don't like kids. I like
don't.
my kid.
That's
what people say. I like my kid.
There is a small group of kids that I like. I'm not going to list their names because I don't want nobody to be hurt. But I do have a list.
I don't want to hurt no feelings.
I don't want to hurt no feelings, but there is a list.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if I'm being honest with y'all, sometimes my kid get her name taken off.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm gonna just keep it buck because this list is revolving.
So you can come on, you can go off. You can come on, you can go off.
But if I take you off more than twice, now you in probation. Now you gotta go.
Now I just gotta reconsider even knowing you.
You on probation. Now I gotta go to the review board. Now I gotta talk to your parents to see what they doing at home because sometimes it ain't the kid's fault; it's the parents' fault. And So
bye, Maurice. Okay.
But sir, you're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
That's
I can't. All right, guys. This has been another episode of the Life After I Do podcast. Don't forget to like and follow us on our social media platforms at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
OnlyPans.
TikTok. We do not have an
OnlyPans.
OnlyPans. You can also write into the podcast at lifeafteridopodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you guys. And if you have not already joined the party, that is the comment section on TikTok,
You're missing it.
you're missing it because our comments, it'd be a straight party up in there. Okay. So head on over to TikTok, head on over to YouTube, head on over to Insta and Facebook, give us a follow and share, guys.
We appreciate the love on
we
TikTok.
appreciate
can
the
y'all
love.
Can y'all show us some love on YouTube and Instagram as well?
TikTok be
appreciate it.
lit though.
We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you guys. And as you know, every Wednesday it's going to be a new episode. So we will check in with you guys next week.
Until next time, go birds.
Peace, Booskies.
Go birds.